Blessed are the poor in spirit, for theirs is the kingdom of heaven. Blessed are those who mourn, for they will be comforted. Blessed are the meek, for they will be inheriting the earth. Blessed are those who hunger and thirst for righteousness, they will be filled. Blessed are the merciful, for they will be shown mercy. Blessed are the pure in heart, for they will see God. Blessed are the peacemakers, for they will be called children of God. When people insult you, persecute you, and falsely say all kinds of evil against you because of me, rejoice and be glad, because great is your reward in heaven, for in the same way they persecuted the prophets. This is what happens to Paul in Acts. We read that he was there in the Sanhedrin, and my brothers, I have fulfilled my duty to God in all good conscience to this day. High priest Ananias ordered those standing near Paul to strike him on the mouth. Paul responded, God will strike you, you whitewashed wall. You sit there to judge me according to the law, yet you yourself violate the law by commanding that I be struck. Then Paul introduced these discussions that basically, I'll read here, is quite a controversy. You know, we might think, oh, it's not important. It's important to them. And just in this day and age, so we have lots of theological debates. They're important. They will actually maybe shape the course of how we act and treat other people. My brothers, I am a Pharisee, descended from the Pharisees. I stand on trial because of the hope of the resurrection of the dead. You could say the Pharisees actually had a more scriptural understanding of what at least Paul proclaimed, bigger world that we aren't aware of. The Sadducees, you know, they had this odd belief, odd in my opinion, because looking throughout history in the Old Testament, they believe that there are neither angels nor spirits, but the Pharisees believed all these things. Okay, so there was a great uproar, and the Pharisees said, we find nothing wrong with him. What if a spirit or an angel has spoken to him? Focus of his whole ministry was speaking of Christ, and the people who are up in the highest levels didn't have a clue. The following night, have a look at this, the Lord stood near Paul and said, take courage, as you have testified about me in Jerusalem, so you must also testify in Rome. The cavalry and the regular soldiers had to escort Paul. The letter from the official governing body was sent, and they were concerned that this Roman citizen was being treated poorly, and what he'd been accused of, it says here, they wanted you to know why they were accusing him, so I brought him to their Sanhedrin. I found that their accusations had to do with the questions about their law, but there was no charge against him that deserved death or imprisonment. The secular government of the day, the power of Rome, could see the ridiculousness. And if you know anything about the Roman history, these people were brutal. Look at the way that they treated their enemies. And yet, even in their court system, they thought this is ridiculous. Blessed are you when people insult you, persecute you, and falsely say all kinds of evil against you. If you are preaching the kingdom of God, people are going to accuse you. If you rejoice and be glad, this is the way, because great is your reward in heaven. There is a focus here that what you're doing is very important eternally. This message that Paul is preaching is still the same today, that the resurrection through Christ, the forgiveness of sins, the new creation is an ushering in that Jesus is alive, that he's saving people and showing them how to live this life. Look at the Beatitudes, study them, learn them. My name's Jonathan McCallum. Thanks so much for watching. I'll see you in the next video.